Hi everyone, in this session I am going to give a lecture on Introduction to Civil Engineering. So, in the Introduction to Civil Engineering part, it is mandatory that we need to know about the different scopes of civil engineering. So, before knowing that, we shall see what is meant by civil engineering. So, here I have given few definitions like it's an art of directing the great sources of power in nature for the use and the convenience of man. And even another one more definition, it all says that civil engineering is nothing but an art of utilizing the resources like men, material and money in order to build any structure, right? Structure means it involves even the bridges, dams and where we stay, the buildings, right? And all different kinds of buildings and even dams and even what are the environmental aspects. From environmental aspects, water tanks we used to build and airports, harbors and whatever, like each and everything, there is a work of civil engineer, right? So it is concerned fully with health, welfare, safety, employment and the pleasure of mankind, because there the structure is where the man is going to stay for a long time, and it is very much concerned with the safety and health, as I said, full of environmental engineering. So it is associated with everything in the nature. And also I have given a few more another example civil engineering structures means it involves residential buildings, that is where we stay, public buildings, maybe any shops or complex malls, that and all comes under this thing. And industrial building, yes, different kinds of industries we have, obviously, right? And roads, bridges, tunnels, railways, dams, canal structures, airports, harbors, ports, water treatment plants, wastewater treatment plant, water supply networks and drainage networks. So these are the different structures what we are building in our day to day life. So this and all done by civil engineers, right? This is a branch of this how it comes under means in the civil engineering, these structures are categorized into different branches. So we shall see about the different branches in the upcoming presentation. So here I have mentioned a few branches of civil engineering. These are all very important branches actually. The first one is surveying and leveling, and the second one is building, planning and construction. Third one is advanced construction, structural engineering, geotechnical engineering, water resource engineering, transportation engineering, environmental engineering, town planning. Means you can say it like architecture and even town planning, right? So the first one, how we can define the surveying and leveling means this is the first and foremost step of the civil engineer. Like whenever he wants to build any building, what he will do means he will measure the distance and the angles in the horizontal and vertical plans. Like, right, why means, see, there will be a lot of undulations in the ground. In order to make it, like if we make it leveled only, we can able to build any, like we can even build any foundations, or even if we are going for different types of buildings, it is mandatory that we need to check for the ground level. So that one is carried out using this surveying and leveling, right? So in our very traditional days, that is in our very conventional, very olden days, our ancestors used chains, compass, level and even before that they will be using ropes and all, right, for measuring. And then what they had, they came with advancement of chain, compass, level, theodolite instruments, and now they are even using different total station, very digitalized instruments. So every day it is keep on updations are there in the surveying field. So it is like including only the measurements of areas and volume, and the aim of the surveying is to prepare a map of the area, right? If we make a map only, with respect to that we can do any type of, we can plan for any type of structure. So this is first what you have to do means you need to first align. Okay, even if you're going for road or railway structures means, then construction means, then you need to go for checking of each and every undulations, right? So it is very useful in selecting the site for construction. And nowadays, as I said, there is like very advancement came in this field, means they are using electronic total station and geographical position system, that is GPS. In the mod, like we can see like from the satellite view only we can get all the plans, right? And remote sensing also like adopted in this surveying part. And with this part only we can further proceed for planning session, right? So here I have a few examples for this surveying. See, in the first and the second picture you can see a theodolite, a man standing having a theodolite that is fixed to a tripod stand. And this looks actually, even total station instrument looks like this same only. And another man will be carrying one like one leveling instrument, means this is like a pole, leveling pole. Okay, he will stand with a further in few distance, in few meters distance he will stand with this pole. And this particular distance, angles, everything will be registered in this instrument. This is theodolite instrument. This is actually used before a few years, means like now the advancement only called as electronic total station now. So the second one is building materials. Building materials means the materials which is used for construction of the building, right? So what are the different kinds of materials, means here in this picture we can see brick, cement, concrete, sand, reinforcement, and glass, plastic, wood, tiles, right? So this is like the choice of this materials is based on what type of material you want for the construction. So even wood, yeah, everything comes under building material only. So earlier we will be using in the long back, so our ancestors will be using only stones for building anything. But further like little advancement came, like they started using sand, bricks, and cement, and reinforcement and all, right? And nowadays they are using blocks, hollow blocks in the replacement of bricks, and crushed sand, sea sand, manufactured sand. In the instead of sand they are going for different advanced sand materials. And very advanced means like they are using fiber optics, CFRP strips, and like FRP, fiber reinforced polymer strips. In order to make a more strength in the building, they are going for very advanced materials. Even piezoelectric material they are using for construction, and even nano materials. So that and all, like very advanced stage of building materials. And they are now carrying out these things. So the next one is construction technology. So construction technology is a profession that deals with how to deal with the resources available. See, a construction engineer is a person who will be given the plan, the site, everything, but he need to manage accordingly, like a project management. He need to deal with the managing session, means effectively he need to use the men, material, and money properly. That should be utilized properly. See, the analysis, design, everything will be made by someone, and it will be given handover to this particular person. But he is a person who have to manage, deal with all available resources, and he need to work, right? He need to manage, for example, in the road construction, tunnel, bridges, airport, railroads, like wherever there are projects, he will take care of the managing the resources effectively. The next one is structural engineering. Structural engineering means it's a branch of civil engineering that deals with the structural analysis and design of structure. Means what is that field? See, one person, a planning engineer will plan everything, but this particular structural engineer will decide the beam size and the column size, because that is where the whole structure is going to stand, right? He will be calculating all the stresses and the internal, if you take any building, how the load transmission will take place, means in the slabs the loads will be lying, that slab load will be given, will be loaded to the beam, and the beam will pass that load to the column, and column will pass the load to the substructure, and then finally it will reach the foundation, right? So the same thing. So this person deals with